Back Road Ministry, Mr. Moxie coming at you live and direct. I'm talking about Terminator, Dark Fate, and the dark fate of women in America and around the world if they're not careful. And talking about the European women, Caucasian American, and really Hispanic women. I'm starting to see a lot of stuff going on in their culture that wasn't going on. And Hispanic women have to understand that right now, the Afro Hispanics, the European Hispanics have the control because they have the numbers. They have the minorities. They're procreating at astounding rates, second to the Asian and the African. So the numbers are increased, especially in America. There's a lot more Afro Hispanics and Hispanic Europeans. So they have the numbers. They have the numbers right now. So of course the elite don't want them to keep procreating, because next they're going to be trying to take over politics, which they're already doing in a lot of states. And next thing you know, you're going to have a Hispanic American president, and that's definitely what they don't want. So they know the number game is against them. So of course their game is to infiltrate, get those women to think where you have to be masculine to be feminine, you don't need a man, yada yada yada, and stop the procreation, because that's their game. They must stop certain nations from procreating. They have to stop it. They have to stop it. So they sell this agenda, and they sell it through this feminine agenda of you don't need anybody, you don't need to procreate, we strong without them, but without each other we're nothing. We don't even exist without each other. And without the earth, which is the woman, none of this exists. The earth is the most powerful thing in the universe. The woman, the womb, she has all the power, but the sad thing is when you don't realize it, you just don't realize the power you had to be able to create, to be able to mold, to be able to nurture. Without the mother, there is nothing. I work with a lot of women who struggle to be mothers, to be nurturers, and it's hard to get them to understand the role, the significance, the power in that role. A person without their mother is sometimes the most lost person in the world, because that's the thing of being close. I lost my father, but the idea of losing my mama, losing that bond, that connection, and where do you turn at that point when you don't have your nurturer? Because that's pretty much for a lot of people, especially a lot of powerful men, that was the person who pretty much pushed them to the top, was the mother. That power from your mother, just pushing you, just telling you you can do, telling you you can make, and guiding you at times where you had no guidance. That's true power. Not that I can bend something or kick somebody real hard, because that's what these movies pretty much depict false power. That's false power. I can kick somebody real hard, I can slap somebody, I can punch them, I'm just as strong as a man. That's not strength. Having a baby is strong. Ain't no man having no baby. I said that before in my last video. That's strength. Having a period every month is strong. I ain't having no goddamn period. That's strength. Nurturing and being able to mold a child when your man is probably left and gone, and you got six children, and you raise these kids and keep them out of trouble, and keep them out of jail, and keep them off drugs. That's strength. This other shit, that ain't got nothing to do with strength. Any fool can go out there and swing on somebody and hit somebody. That has nothing to do with strength. That has nothing to do with strength. Strength comes in various forms, and a mother's strength is an unmatched and unparalleled strength, because no one can match it, especially when that mother understands the significance of her role. So we are letting Hollywood kind of dictate, and women are doing this, letting Hollywood and the fashion industry dictate who they're supposed to be. Now the mother of the universe doesn't realize she's the mother of the universe. She's the reason why the universe keeps going. Having a child nowadays is a sin. Having a child is, ugh. That's pretty much how they approach having children and procreating. My career is first, so you leave no bloodline. While the elite continues their bloodline, while the elite continues to procreate, continues to build in numbers, continues to keep control over entities because they had the bloodline and the ties. That's what the world is about. That's what it's always been about. But when you buy into these agendas that the elite created, then you sell yourself a whoops ticket. So buying into this idea of what strength is or how strength has to look, or this idea that only men are strong and you have to look like a man to be strong. And you know, in the movie, she takes the clothes off the man. The woman's got clothes on. They wearing the same type of clothes. She's gonna take the clothes off the man because, I'm a man. I have to look this way. Because if I wear these clothes and that makes me a man, that don't make you nothing that got to do with no man. Just because you walk a certain way, that don't have nothing to do with being a man. It has nothing to do with it. I can't be a woman because I don't know how it feels to be a woman. I'm not gonna get into that. Well, I know how it feels. No, I don't. I don't have periods. I can't have babies. I don't know how that feels. I know how it feels to be me. I can be the best man I can be. Be it if you're gay, straight, whatever the hell you are. Be the best man you can be. Be the best woman you can be. Be gay, straight, be the best woman you can be. That's all we can be. But when we go into this idea that I can be other things and I'm supposed to be other things outside of myself, then I'm not being the best me I can be. Who you fucking ain't got nothing to do with who you are. Once again, who you fucking and sucking ain't got nothing to do with who you are. That's just who you fucking suck. It's got nothing to do with your potential and who you are. But nowadays, who we fucking sucks got everything to do with everything. It's got nothing to do with nothing. Sex is for procreation. We have perverted sex and turned it into something that, is not, that was never the purpose. That was never the purpose. Sex is for procreation. That's what the whole purpose of intercourse is for. To procreate, to have children. You mate at a certain time of year, you have children, you walk away. The animal world seems to understand this. Why can't the human being understand this? Because we're perverted animals. We're perverted. We always say, well, we're greater than the animal. Then how does the animal understand simple, complex things like procreation, and we've lost it? Where it's just, fuck flex 90. We just fucking and sucking all the damn time for no purpose, no reason. There's nothing behind it, no significance. But this is where we are. So, allowing people to sell you ideas why they have ulterior motives. Like I say, European American, keep thinking that you're doing something, buying into this so-called feminist agenda. You're not doing anything, because while you're doing that, your man is going off to get with Hispanic women, going off to get with Asian women, going off to get with African women, so they can continue their long lifeline and jeopardy. In a minute, they will wipe you off the planet. You won't even exist. Most of your women will be of various different nations. The European American, the European female will not even exist anymore. That's their agenda, because you have nothing to offer them. In their mind, she don't have the gene. She doesn't have melanin. She can't absorb the rays of the sun or radiation. What the hell do I need her for? When I got all these other women who I can breed with and create a stronger lifeline, super bantus. Why do I need her for? And allow her just to pretend or think that she can be me, because that's all it is, a thought, but it's not any form of reality. Yet that's what people buy into, and that's what these movies sell, like Dark Fate. That's what they're selling to some of these girls. And, yeah, I have to be like that to be strong. That just tells me you're weak. If you feel you have to be that way to be strong, you're just telling me that you're weak. And if you see the character in the movie, she was really weak. Everything she was doing was a front. Everything she was really doing was just a front. She was really a very weak girl. And she put on this imitation mask to appear to be a certain way, but she was not that. She was not that. She was just going through the goddamn motions, trying to survive, playing a role because she didn't know what role to play. Because, like I say, it has nothing to do with who you're fucking and sucking. If you don't know who you are, you don't know who you are. You don't have purpose, and you have to have purpose to be able to survive. Motherhood, for a lot of women, gives them purpose. Added on to the other things they want to do and accomplish in life, but they have a sense of purpose. Being a father, for me, that's my sense of purpose. Raising my daughter is a sense of purpose. So finding a sense of purpose, finding things that motivate and push us. And you see A Tale of Two Sillies with this idea. If you watch The Watchmen and Regina King's character, she's a woman. She's a mother, she's a husband, she's a friend, but she will fuck you up. And that is how that brother who wrote that show sees women. He sees women as the nurturers, as mothers, as friends, but as people who shouldn't be crossed because they will fuck your ass up. It's a time for her to be a mother. It's a time for her to be a woman. And she didn't have kids. Her kids, they adopted kids from somebody else. They don't even have their own children, but she was willing to be a mother for other people's children. She's a husband. She's a wife, my fault. She knows she has to be a wife. And she has her career. Her career is important to her. Her husband doesn't like it, but her career is important to her. It makes it that fulfills her purpose. But she's a tough SOB. I like in the first episode how, she goes and, after the event happens, she kicks in the door and grabs the one guy they want to interrogate. They interrogate the guy. They get no information. She goes and nurtures him. She, oh, I'm so sorry, yada, yada, yada. I didn't mean to hit you. And I try to be so professional. She plays the woman role to the T. Uses a feminine game to the T. That's femininity right there. You nurture, men like that. Not knowing beknownst to him that he's about to be taken in the room by this same woman who's nurturing, like some of our mamas used to do, and beat the shit out of him. And that's what she did till she got the information. And that's what some of our mamas used to do. They whip your ass and they nurture you at the end of the ass woman with a lesson. So she, throughout the whole thing, even her character is all woman. It's all woman, but it ain't no punk. It ain't no woman to be fucked with. Yeah, she a woman. She's caring and concerning, but she will fuck you up. That's true femininity. That's true power. That I can still be a woman and kick your ass because I know who I am. I know what my purpose is, and I'm not trying to play any other role. And that's what these women need to start understanding. You don't have to play any other role. The first thing you need to learn is what your purpose is and who you are, and stop trying to be everything else. That goes to say for men too. Stop trying to be everything else. You don't have to be that. When people do that, the big piece I pull out of that is you just ain't accepted yourself. If you're gay, be gay. You can't be gay and straight. You can't do it. If you're gay, go get with gay men. If you're lesbian, get with women that are lesbian. But don't go out there and try to play off of people and trick people and all this other stuff because you're not accepting who you are. And that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You just don't accept yourself. So you can't say, well, I'm gay or lesbian, but then I won't go get around gay or lesbian people, or won't go out and affiliate with gay or lesbian people. I try to get somebody straight. No, you're just not accepting yourself. You don't know your purpose. Because fucking and sucking should have nothing to do with who we are as human beings. Nothing to do with it. What is your true purpose is the question, or am I just trying to imitate things because I don't know what my true purpose is? This is the Mockney Back Row Ministry. Peace and grace.